Amid the large Manx presence that'll be seen and felt in Guernsey at this year's Island Games, the Isle of Man is set to have a strong showing across the various shooting competitions taking place from the 8th to the 14th of July. They'll include air, clay range, clay sporting, full bore and pistol disciplines in what's set to be an intense schedule across the various different ranges. Among those is the Isle of Man's clay shooting squad, who will have 13 athletes across 6 different classes. One of their members is Mark Riley, who'll be involved in the Olympic trap and automatic ball trap. We spoke with Mark to get an idea of the variety of different shooting disciplines there are at the Games, how the team has been getting ready for the challenge, and the opportunities available for people to get involved in shooting on Manx shores.
I think it's been going quite well. Everybody's been down here taking advantage of some of the training that's available, and we're getting on with it quite well, I think.
The Isle of Man has a busy season in terms of the shooting side of things. The fact that you've got that regularity throughout the campaign, that must be good, not just for people looking to compete across the different areas, but also just keeps those skills up throughout most of the year.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think our main season, well, we shoot all year round, but the main season starts sort of the end of March, beginning of March really, end of March, and then carries on until September, October, while it's light really. And then we just have a winter league, which is, it's like a bit of a come down, but we carry on shooting anyway.
And how competitive is it on the Isle of Man? Because it seems like quite a busy and well-attended schedule. Obviously, it varies, especially in the UK, depending on the region you're in. But the Isle of Man always seems to have a good depth of competition. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. We've got a depth of competition in most disciplines, and there's quite a few disciplines. So we've got teams of shooters in all sort of how good they are, or they all sort of join in. We've got categories. So you've got A's, B's, and C's. So everybody's got a chance in their own category, and they all turn up and enjoy it. We've got lady shooters. We've got everybody.
Like you say, with the different categories there, so obviously you've got the top level, shooters in the Isle of Man, but also those who maybe have been trying it out for the first time are just kind of, I suppose, working their way into competition for the first time. It gives them that platform just to keep building things, and eventually, if they want to, get up to the big leagues.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the way it should be, because you can't expect people to come in when they've just, when they first start and be as good as somebody who's been doing it for 30 years, let's say. So they need encouragement to carry on. They don't want to get absolutely thrashed every week, that they need to be able to see that they're improving and they win something, and that's what we're all about.
Let's go specifically to the Island Games then. Now, the Isle of Man will be competing across several different disciplines, so could you just explain which those are?
Well, I think in these Island Games we've got, in clay shooting predominantly, we've got skeet, Olympic skeet. The two are different because one's faster and there's slightly variations on your stands or which you shoot. So we've got Paul and Rachel who are shooting English skeet, and we've got Ted and Julio that's shooting Olympic skeet, which is quite faster because it's Olympic, so it's Olympic discipline. Then we've got Olympic trap and automatic ball trap, which is myself and Robert Watterson are shooting that, both very fast trap sports. And then we've got the two sporting disciplines. One's a sport trap, which is a close-in version of English sporting, which can be all sorts, but they're very different targets. Everything's different, and the disciplines are all different. So it's everybody enjoys it. It's quite fun.
And that's, I suppose, for those who don't know anything about the shooting side of things, debunking some of the myths that you turn up with a certain rifle or pistol and you just shoot a few targets. There's much more to it than that, isn't there?
Oh, there is. Yeah. I mean, we don't call ours a shotguns. We ain't got. It's not a rifle or a pistol. It's a 12 gauge. Well, you can use any gauge really, but predominantly we use 12 gauge shotguns, 2 shots over and under. And we have targets that come out either across you, in front of you, over you, and you have to basically shoot them as they come.
From your side of things, the fact that you've done several Island Games, what's so special about them? People talk about numerous aspects of it. What do you enjoy most about them?
Well, I think you meet all these different peoples from different countries, and they're very varied. These from high up in Scotland, even further afield to the Swedish islands and Norwegians, and then some Canadian islands. You've got Bermuda and Caymans and places like that. So you're meeting all sorts of different people from different backgrounds and different walks of life, and everybody seems to get on. It's quite a nice atmosphere all the week, really. You can potter around. If you finish, you can go and watch another couple of football or whatever's on, cycling.
What is the overall aim across the different disciplines? What's everyone going for?
I think there's a certain I'm not saying who they are, but I definitely think there's a certain few people who are after medals, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, they obviously want to enjoy themselves because it's an expensive thing, but it's their hobby, it's what they like to do. And there's some people want to go out there just for the experience. I mean, we've got some young shooters in there that have never done it before, and they're going to experience that and then move on and move forward and learn from it. And it can be a stepping stone to better things, higher things, British Championships, all sorts of things, It's that competitive.
Thank you for having the stamina to make it to the end of the Manx Radio Sportscast. You're clearly someone who has their eye on the ball at all times. Want to hear more about the latest sporting news across the Isle of Man and much more? Then might I recommend you take the plunge and subscribe to this series or a wide range of Manx Radio podcasts at your favourite podcast provider, so that, in a flash, all of our finest moments take a winner's place on your smartphone. Thank you.